Today I'm welcoming A.E. Vi to the podcast as part of the 2017 GRL blog tour. Adrienne is an author of gay romance fiction and also the founder and owner of Vi Star Wings Books. Her writing embodies everything from hopelessly romantic to spicy to scandalous. Her stories often include intriguing edges and twists that take readers to new, thought-provoking depths. When she's not clicking away at her laptop, she devotes herself to her family, a husband, and 4 children. Welcome, Adrienne.
Hello.
We're so happy to have you here. You're actually wrapping up the GRL blog tour for us because by the time this airs, we're all headed to Denver.
I see that. Perfect timing.
Indeed. Now, for you, this is a coming back to GRL because you had to suddenly drop out last year at the last minute. How does it feel to be coming back?
Yes, I did. I had to drop out at the very last minute. I think I canceled maybe a couple weeks before we were supposed to arrive because I have a herniated disc in my back and not even quite sure exactly what I was doing at that time, but pulled it really bad and went to the doctor and they recommended traveling probably won't be good right now. Went through a series of pain shots and things. So, I mean, I really was trying to go right up into the last minute, but had to pull out and I was heartbroken. It's like missing a family reunion.
That's exactly what it is, right? I mean, for people who don't know, after you go once, it is like the family reunion.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this. I've been planning for quite some time. Everything's a go. Doctors are ready. Shots are done. I'm ready to go.
You are ready for that plane ride.
Yep.
That is fantastic. Now, at the end of September, you released Prophecy, which is a brand new book. Tell us all about it.
Prophecy is my first paranormal book or attempt at paranormal book. I'm mainly known for contemporary romance, but most people know about me, I've been an avid gay romance reader for almost 10 years. So I've read and enjoyed so many different subgenres, but paranormal have always just been something I've admired that writers could do. The world building, I've envied it, and just to be able to capture readers and put them into this completely fictional world, it's something that I knew I always wanted to challenge myself to do. And so after 14 books, that I figured it might be time to give it a whirl. So Prophecy is my first paranormal. It is a shifter vampire, true mates book.
That sounds very cool. What was it like kind of trading your contemporary tendencies and going out with paranormal?
It was different, of course, and amazing. It felt like I could do no wrong because it's just completely, it's my world. It's made up. You can't tell me, no, this isn't right or that's not right. You know, we get a lot of that fact checking when we're writing. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I didn't maybe have to worry about too much of that. I love building a world and making them do things that are just, completely unrealistic. And I loved it. It was fun. I'm looking forward to doing more in that series.
What was kind of your inspiration to go vampire shifter? I mean, among all the paranormal things you could have gone, what led you to those?
So I have always loved shifter books, vampires, and I've read a few, but there's not very many. It's always usually shifters or it's going to be vampires. There's very few that have mixed them together, and I knew I wanted to do that. I've always loved vampire aspects in books, and I've loved shifters, so I knew I wanted to put those two together and prayed I would pull it off, and hope I did. So far, I'm happy with the response so far.
Very good.
I've learned a lot, got a lot of good constructive criticism that I'm definitely going to take into book 2, but I think the overall response is pretty good.
Do you see it being a long-term series, or is it more of a trilogy, or?
I've already capped it at 5 books.
Okay.
Would it be 5 books? 4 more after this one. So I'll do the rest of the brothers, and then one like bonus story of one of the other. Hopefully he becomes a fan favorite by the end.
Okay.
I want to do a story. 5 books. I'm not a huge long series writer. I usually will try to, 5 or 6 is probably would be my max for a series. Then I start to lose track of what they're doing after that.
And if the writer can't keep track, well, then all bets are off at that
Yeah,
point.
my readers are having a problem too.
Now, you've also, as we mentioned in the introduction, started your own publishing company with ViStar Wings Books. How did that come about?
Um, that came about. My husband actually said that maybe I should try to help authors because I will get uh, authors who are interested in wanting to start writing. They'll message me and ask me, random questions or general questions, and I'm always willing to answer. No questions, like I said, too silly or, I'm never bothered, by the questions. And so my husband's like, you're really, compassionate and understanding and patient. You should try to help authors who are trying to start out. And so I think I think it was in 2000, check my cheat sheet. Yes, 2016. I was contacted by Joey Jameson at that time, and I read his story, and I loved it, and I felt like I don't really want to call myself like a publisher because my contracts are short, and I feel like I'm just I just want to give people a stepping stone to get started. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing yet. They have a great story, and they need help getting it out there. They may not want to go with or feel even confident pitching to Dream Spinner so uh, I just felt like my catchphrase was kind of giving your book the care, the patience that it deserves from one author to another.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not really long-term publishing. I'm just a stepping stone to get out there, and then hopefully once they get out there and get confidence, then they can feel more compelled to pitch to a bigger publishing company and then expand because I don't want to hold anybody back. I'm definitely not at the place where I can really get them, of course, where they want to be. But that first scary step of that first book or second book, I can help you with that.
And how's it going so far? You told me you've done 3 so far.
Yes, I had Joey Jameson. He since has republished, and my next was River Mitchell. Her first book, Succumbing to His Fear, was in 2016, and did really well. Got on the top 100 chart, and she has since re-signed with the new publisher, so she was ready to get out there, and she has since released in that series. So I don't hold anybody's series. They have another book, and I don't, have the first rights to the series, or I don't do any of that. So she has since republished, so she is extremely happy. But I do still have J.C. James. I still currently have her under ViStar Wings Books, and her book was entitled Long Road Home, which is contemporary romance. I still feel comfortable with just contemporary right now. I don't publish everything just yet. But I do still have J.C. James, and I think she is considering to publish book 2 with me, which I'm not averse to. So I currently have one author under ViStar Wings right now.
And what are you looking for? I mean, what do you look for in general in terms of story? Besides contemporary, is there anything that people, if they want to get in touch, that they should keep in mind in particular?
Well, right now I am only looking for a contemporary, but also only male right now. Not doing any bi uh, or lesbian, any type of romance like that. Only gay romance for right now, and full length stories is what I'm looking for. Not doing any novellas or anything. Not looking to put together any anthologies right now. So just a contemporary gay romance story is what we're looking for right now. That's my most confident. If I feel like I'm not ready to really promote and get somebody to a paranormal right now.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to stay in your lane to offer that kind of support that you've talked about.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's fun, and I really feel like the ladies who I work with the longest, JC and River. I mean, I I felt so much fulfillment, being able to get them, at least their first, couple of works out there, because I know how scary that is to have this great story, in your heart and have it ready and just not know where to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're intimidated with asking tons of questions to a publisher because they feel like either it's going to get them, bumped or booted, or they're going to be too high maintenance, or who knows what. So I'm looking forward to definitely doing more of that in 2018. I'm going to settle a little bit, ride 2017 out, and hopefully come back with more submissions in 2018.
Fantastic. Now, what can readers expect from you as the author as we continue through to the end of 2017?
I am right now working on releasing one more title in December, which will be the final book in my Promises series, which is the Bounty Hunters series. That will be book 4, and that will be the end of that series. So wrapping that up for 2017.
Okay. And I know you brought along a giveaway for our listeners. What have you got for them?
I did. I have a prophecy swag pack put together. There's all types of things in there. Will be a signed book by me. Then also coffee mug, calendar, 2018 calendar, magnets, bookmarks, a lot of cool things in there for you.
Fantastic. That's going to be quite the get for somebody. We will put a Rafflecopter on the show notes page for this episode, and folks will have the chance to enter all week long.
Awesome. Thank you.
And what's the best way for people to keep up with you online?
I am big on Facebook. I don't mind being contacted on Facebook, but also, Facebook. I prefer Facebook.
Okay. And Facebook is great because pretty much everybody hangs out over there. So,
yes, you can contact me through my website, but Facebook, you'll get a very fast response on there on social medias.
Fantastic. Well, Adrienne, it's been so awesome catching up with you. I'm glad we got to have you on the tour.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Look very forward to seeing you in Denver.
Yes, thank you. I look forward to seeing you too, Jeff.
The Big Gay Fiction Podcast is thrilled to once again partner with Gay Romlit as a featured blogger. You can see all the participating blogs and the full GRL blog tour schedule at gayromlit.com/2017 blog tour. Gay Romlit is an annual retreat that brings together the people who create and celebrate LGBT romance for a one-of-a-kind must-attend gathering of dynamic, informal, and diverse fun. Each year, the retreat travels to a new city and hosts tons of events from raucous parties to mellow tete-a-tetes, while still maintaining a spirit of familiarity. GRL is the place to connect with old friends, find family you didn't know you had, and meet with both newly published and established authors in the gay romance genre. This year's retreat is set for October 19 through 22 in Denver, Colorado at the Denver Marriott Tech Center. For more information or to register, please visit gayromlit.com.